Hello everyone, I'm Jenna. Today I am reviewing one of the Booktown mysteries by Lorna Barrett. This is Poisoned Pages, and I give this 1.5 champagne flutes out of 5. It's a cute story, it's an engaging story. There's some blackmail, there's some competition for president of the Chamber of Commerce that provides some intrigue, and the method of murder was pretty interesting. So as far as the story goes, it's pretty solid. And the thing that sort of holds me back personally is the characters. The secondary and tertiary characters I just found very bland, very flat, very one note. I'm not invested in them. I don't care what happens to them. I didn't feel like they were dynamic enough, or their personalities weren't interesting enough to really bother with. And in particular, the main protagonist, Trisha Miles, is not somebody that I would ever want to meet in my real life. She's very rigid, she's very petty, she's very judgmental and uninteresting. I just don't like her. And something else that prompted me to give this such a low rating is there's an odd thing going on in the writing about Trisha. There's one passage that says even though Trisha had never had an eating disorder, she was still very obsessed with her calorie intake, but no more. She was going to indulge, and that meant that she had 2 pastries that morning. Then a few pages later, she has a big bite of a pastry, and that's her big indulgence of the day. She suggests to her sister that they order pizza, even though it's fattening, but they'll just get extra veggies and maybe they won't feel so bad. Her sister suggests that she should eat the potato sausage soup because it has enough protein that she won't even need to add a sandwich onto her lunch. What does that do? Why do we care? Why are we talking about food and women's bodies and diet culture and all of that in this day and age? It's not interesting. It doesn't add to the story in any way, and it just makes that character very unlikable. She comes across as very vain, again, very judgmental. So I've read one of the Booktown mysteries earlier in its existence and didn't like the main character. Now that it's been a few years and it's been a few books, I was hoping for some more character development. There hasn't been any. There is a Booktown mystery that I'm still interested in reading. It takes place on a cruise, and I always sort of like those isolated location mysteries, so I'm willing to give that a whirl if they have it at my local library, but I'm not willing to spend any more money on the Booktown mysteries. Again, I do think the story is really good, so if you're not somebody who minds about characters very much and you really care about a good solid storyline, I think this is a good series. I think you'll really enjoy the book. I just had a hard time getting past a character that I personally found to be unlikable. It's a good series. It's obviously got a bit of a following, or else they wouldn't keep making these books. So I know that somebody cares about these characters and wants the best for them. So just my personal opinion, 1.5 champagne flutes out of 5 from me.